Alright, tell the story about Mr. Coleman and how he's such a bastard. I hate him.
No, you say I hate you if you ever see this video.
Mr. Coleman, if you're watching this, I freaking hate your guts.
I'm just a friend of the accomplice who tried to.
I
will be her lawyer in the future if you ever try to mess with her.
I'll tell you that story about Mr. Bryan.
Okay,
when I had him freshman
what
year.
that man
O'Brien?
Yeah, Mr. O'Brien. Mr. O'Brien.
No,
when I was a
Mr.
freshman.
Bryan's the bald one.
Freshman.
Yes, when I was
Freshman. I'm just talking about middle school.
When I was, a freshman, I was in gym one day, and for a punishment, we had to run from one side of the gym to the other, and we just kept on doing it for like 30 minutes straight, going back and forth, and I just like stopped, and I was like, I fucking hate you.
Wasn't the day you got the expulsion day and your mom got all mad at you? And your mom made you stay outside almost the entire school day, raking leaves in the cold. It was like, was it fall? It was like November, December? It was like November, December. She got, suspended from school for one day. As a punishment for her mom made her go outside the entire school day.
She locked me out the house and I was raking leaves.
She locked her outside in the cold.
But the better one.
Alright,
the better one.
Even you have to call Mr. Coleman because I don't remember.
I went to school it was in September last year. It was in the first or second week of school, and I was wearing these like tights. And I mean, all these fat ass chicks always had the legging tights on, and they had a skirt like this. I had on a shirt that went all the way down my legs, and I had on the tights. I didn't have anything special, like pants or shorts or whatever. And I got put into the office, and they're like, "You have a dress code violation." I was like, "Look at my shirt. It's long enough." And she was like, "Well, put on your gym shorts." And I was like, "No." And she's like, "Just go do it." And I was like, "No." And so she called my mom. This was like first period. I didn't even get counted at school. So it was an off day, and I was at school trying to argue with this bitch. And my mom comes, and she's like, "Get in the car." And I get in the car, and there's this bag, and all my clothes are in it. And I'm like, "Oh yeah, oh my fucking God." She's like, "Take your clothes off right now." And she drove me to the dump. And she got all my clothes and threw them in the dump, including some of the ones that I was wearing. Of course, I had some, and I was just like, yeah, right? I mean, all my colorful clothes, every single last piece of them. And she threw it in the dump, and then she drove me home, and I got to stay home for the day. I drove on my bike all the way back to the dump, and I was 1 minute too late.
What do you mean 1 minute too late?
To get my clothes. Like, they took the dump thing, and I remember the landfill. So we were just like, So my clothes are still in that landfill, and there's a truck.
I remember you came to school wearing like jeans and a hoodie. I was like, Raven, what
Everyone
happened?
was like,
I was like, Raven, you're like, my mom took my clothes away.
I remember that.
I can't
She was like, jeans and a hoodie. I was like, what happened?
Really different clothes. He was like,
I was so pissed. And then my mom, and to make it better, to make it better.
Was that a year you rode me, you rode Timba?
Yeah, and to make it better, my mom went, because she told my grandma, she's like, I punished her, and my grandma was crying her eyes out, because my mom threw all the clothes away, I don't know why. And like, my mom went out and bought more clothes, right? Like a skirt, suspenders, and I was just like,
Mom,
I'm not wearing that. She's like, you're going to wear that. I never wore it. But seriously, that was some crazy shit.
Okay, let's Steven, talk about Mr. Coleman, because I don't remember.
I don't remember too well either. All I remember is the one with the intro. And
I was sitting there, and I was looking, he was like, I was ripping it up, and then he was like, what did you just do? And I was like, I ripped up my intro and put it in my backpack.
He's like ripping up intro. He's like, that's like points deducted.
Yeah.
You're deducting points. He's like, yes, because wait, what kind of violation it was? It was some kind of violation.
Because we weren't even in gym, we weren't even dressing up. He was like, oh, I'm picking up points for you, even though we're not even getting points today.
He's like, some kind of violation against something.
He was like, you're being disrespectful. And
some kind of violation.
He's like, oh, I remember. He was like, yeah, well, you broke this violation. And I was like, what violation? He was like, I'm not going to discuss it. You broke this violation.
Yeah, whenever teachers say they don't want to discuss it, that means that they're
oh my God,
lying.
I hate him.
Yeah.
They're full of shit.
And then he was like, and my mom called me when I got home, and she was like, so, I got a call from a Mr. Coleman today.
At my work. I don't like being called at work.
Oh, I remember that. I was like, Mr. Coleman, don't call my mom at work. Remember? I was like, Mr. Coleman, okay, just don't call her at work. I was like, okay, I'll go call her at work.
I'll give her. He goes,
go ahead.
Kirsten tells him.
I was so
he said, okay, sorry, but we're going to call your mom. He's like, fine. I don't care. He's like, so which is it going to be? How so? I was like,
yeah.
I don't care. Just do whatever you want. Just don't call out work. He goes and says, well, we got to do what we have to do. He calls her out.
He's like, well, I'll do what I have to. He's like, I'm going to go call her at work.
He goes, if that's the only way to reach her, we're going to have to call her at work.
I was like, no.
He was like, what the hell? Did
I would have been like, whatever you do,
so
do not call the house.
That's the one that I was trying to remember.
I repeat, do not call the house. Get home. It's like, get home, answer the voice here. We have a message for Kristen, such and such and such and such. Hi. Say hi. You know me.
I wonder what time it is.
Now, do you want to get to know me? We do that chick every day.
Who?
Oh shit, where'd my dollar go?
The silver truck?
No. The one, do you want to get to know me? That girl.
Oh.
Then Steven was like, do you know
What
me?
I almost got in a fight with. Because I was making fun of her because she had her boobs hanging out and she went up to my gay friend. He was gay. Okay, and she was like, you want to get to know me?
And he was like,
and me and my friend, you know, the gay one, we were like running around. We ran around her and was like, you want to get to know me? And then she got like 500 Mexican friends to crowd around me and like, you want to go, bitch? You want to fight? And I was like, I don't fight. And then the security guard came and everything, but you know, I didn't fight. So.
That girl, we were in the locker room and I was sitting on the bench, that girl, and she was like changing her pants and she was like, yeah, she's like shaking her ass in my face. And I was like, not a dyke. It was so nasty.
I would have been like, bitch, no, out in my
I don't remember. Oh yeah, I had to ride in an elevator alone with Rodney and he kept whistling. He was like, so, how's your day? And I was like, what? We were in an elevator alone with him and he was like, how's your day? And I was like, oh, you hate Mr. Coleman. And he's like, that's not a good choice of words. And
was that when he had to escort you because you...
Yes! Oh my god, okay, do we have more time? This is like the best story ever.
Oh my god, wait.